Rigathi Gachagua tear-gassed at a church service in Kariobangi. The church service was meant to be a celebration of victory. Then all of a sudden, tear gas canisters were lobbed into the church. What a level of inhumanity. Who has the audacity to actually lob tear gas into a church? Let us dive into it. Welcome back to our channel. Press the subscribe button for more news bulletins on Royal News, the channel where you get all your trending politics. Why would the government choose to actually tear gas Rigathi Gachagua during a church celebration? Couldn't they have targeted him elsewhere? We are talking about risking the lives of children at a Sunday school. This is actually not the first time Rigathi Gachagua is being targeted by Goons in an ambush.
How will you go to a church? Wewe hata niambie. Au unaingia kanisa namna gani na polisi kupiga watu tear gas kwa kanisa? Hata yule ambaye alitoroka, tafadhali mumwambie arudi haraka atutoe urogi, sababu sisi how can we live like that as a country? Bishop kama hawa wazee wanatuongoza hapa, watu wa Mungu wamewekea mikono, wanatuzungumzia eti uingie hapa kuwapiga tear gas hawa. Yani what is happening kasumba ile ya kusoea mpaka umelewa na uongozi na nguvu. You are drunk with power. That's why I'm telling you, my fellow Kenyans. Kwanza tuombe nchi yetu. Pili sisi tukae pamoja, kwa sababu najua wakati shida iko kwa nchi namna hii, tunaweza kudanganya tuanze kugawanyika. Nimeanza kuona jana kwa social media mambo mengine imeanza kuingilia ya kusema sijui ni kabila fulani, sijui kabila hii kutoka Mount Central.
Wakisikia Gachagua ni tear gas. Hata kwenda kwa maombi tear gas. Na kusema ati ni rival gangs. Rival gangs ya wapi? Hakuna uchaguzi Kariobangi North. Uchaguzi uliisha. Kwa hivyo huwezi kuja kupiga tear gas kwa kanisa ama nje ya kanisa na kusema ati watu wanapigana huko nje. Wakenya sio wajinga namna hiyo. Wanajua kwa mfano ile contest, kama kuna wale watu ambao pengine hawakuridhika, wanajua haki zao za kikatiba.
Mimi jambo yangu ni moja pekee yake kwa Mheshimiwa William Ruto. Moja pekee yake. Mheshimiwa William Ruto, wewe ulikuja kanisani, ukakuja kanisani hapa. Batuambia ngaine mwega, hende shothe, mwathani agosho. Hiyo kanisani ambayo uliombewa, hata kama sisi unatuchukia kiasi gani, hapana piga sisi tukiwa kanisani. Hapana rusha tear gas kwa kanisa. Na tunataka tu tukwambia kitu moja, upige tear gas, upige mawe, upige risasi, mambo yako tumeshamaliza. And we cannot, and we shall not, and we cannot bow to you, because wewe sio Mungu. Sisi mtu ambao tunaweza kupigia magoti ni Mungu peke yake. Asanteni sana watu wa Kariobangi, mwadhani ya muradhime.
Should we conclude that people have lacked humanity? How do you tear gas an ongoing session in a church full of kids in a Sunday school? Because of one man, Rigathi Gachagua, then blame it on him with speculations he is actually staging an act by hiring goons to attack him in order to get sympathy from Kenyans. Now Gachagua went online on his official page accusing William Ruto and Sakaja of hiring goons. This is what he actually wrote. Mr. Gidinji, what is your obsession with attacking children in a church of Christ in 207? 2007/08 banned Kikuyu children and women in a Kiamba church. The other day, as a deputy president, you tear gassed innocent pupils along Langata Road when they were defending their land. Today, you sent police and goons to attack children in Kariobangi PCA church. Could this be a political scheme to intimidate congregants not to attend the sermon that Gachagua was actually invited to proceed with celebrations in Kariobangi?
Kuambia gavana, wafuasi wangu walikupigia kura. Mbona unatumiwa na Ruto kutuma wahuni kuangaisha watu ya jamii yangu? Why? These people voted for you. You have turned against them. Sasa Ruto anakutuma na mihuni kupiga hii jamii ati kwa sababu hataki mambo yako. You cannot get the support of this community by force.
Now, William Ruto's die-hard loyalist, Oscar Sudi, did not keep calm over the accusation Gachagua was throwing at William Ruto and Sakaja over hiring goons to attack and terrorize him in a church in Kariobangi. Now, Sudi wrote the following: Wamunyoro, you've crossed a red line. Leave the kids out of your petty politics. You are in cohort with your drama king, Cleophas Malalamiko, to use kids for cheap points. Tear gas in a church? Give it a rest. Everyone knows you got crushed in Mbere, and now you're looking for sympathy. Mad man. Whoa, what a blow. Did Oscar Sudi just fire back over the Mbere by-elections, Ruto's win over Rigathi Gachagua? Interesting politics. But are the accusations from Oscar Sudi that Rigathi Gachagua is actually looking for cheap popularity and sympathy from Kenyans by staging goons to attack him true? Who can actually stage an act by hiring goons to actually attack him in a church full of children, risking children's life in order to get sympathy? Are these allegations true, or it's just a political scapegoat to cover up their shortcomings?
Tilo Mbere, usileta hasira Mbere, unajua kile ulifanya kanisani jana. So clips imetoka. So ulikuwa na goons huko. Tunajua kile ulikuwa unakoroga ndio ati ifanyike upate sympathy. Hakuna sympathy utapata wewe kule factory. Wacha na maneno ya selection violence. Na wacha maneno ya vita kwa kichwa yako. Usa sera. Sema vile utabadilisha barabara Riloni hii uongeze line 8. Sema vile utakuja kujenga affordable housing juu ya hiyo William Ruto anajenga. Sema vile utakuja kubadilisha SHA ilipe mara 10. Sema vitu tafuta namna. Wacha ujinga wewe na maneno ya selection violence please. Wewe ni shetani mdogo wewe.
Now, the question we should be asking is one, why do you think the government actually targeted Rigathi Gachagua in Kariobangi at a church sermon during their celebration over the DCP candidate win? Well, before we continue, I'd like to thank our die-hard supporters for continuously growing a channel. We wouldn't be here without your endless support. And if it's your first time to listen in, press that subscribe button and ring your notification bell so that you can be fast to receive the news bulletins once we upload them. Back to politics. Is the government actually intimidated that Rigathi is going to take over the Nairobi politics with the DCP ruling it all? Just as Sudi said, it is actually true. Gachagua could be gaining popularity from the sympathy. The more you tear gas him, the more popular you're making him. But why is the government trying so hard to prevent Rigathi Gachagua from dominating? Is it because of the Nairobi politics and the fear that DCP might dominate, taking over the Nairobi politics, which William Ruto is so much targeting to control? Do you think the government was actually trying to prevent Rigathi Gachagua from addressing the congregation? Because we all know that churches these days have a large population. So with the tear gas, probably it could intimidate the congregants into backing away so that Rigathi Gachagua would not have an audience to address or pass out his message. But do you think it actually makes sense to tear gas innocent kids? These are babies. and they are delicate. Imagine what harm tear gas could actually do to internal organs of babies. And are we right to say that for long Raila Amolo Odinga has been preventing this type of politics, but the Mount Kenyan region took him for granted, saying that Raila wanted a lot of attention? Now, history is actually repeating itself. Mount Kenyan region invited a lion into their doorstep, and the results are shocking. Gachagua is actually going through the same problems Raila went through. The question is, do you think Rigathi Gachagua will ever rule, or it will be a shattered dream? Will Rigathi Gachagua ever submit to the government threats, intimidations, and their political strategies to stop one man from dominating the Nairobi politics? That is Rigathi Gachagua and his DCP party that is slowly gaining popularity. Is this a political strategy to shut down Rigathi Gachagua's dream of dominance? Did William Ruto and Sakaja actually send the goons to attack Rigathi Gachagua, or he staged the attack in order to gain sympathy from Kenyans? An allegation Sudi said. True or false? Politics and the endless games of war which are just beginning, marking the war of dominance. Who will actually rule the Nairobi politics? Stay tuned to Real News for more news updates on the trending stories of Rigathi Gachagua and the endless battles with William Ruto, dominance, and the Nairobi politics on Royal News, the channel where you get all your trending politics. In case it's your first time to listen in, press that subscribe button and ring your notification bell so that you can be fast to receive the news bulletins once we upload them. Until then, GD Ishmaels.